Hello, welcome to Lord Havoc's Marvel Champions custom content stream. I am continuing my run of the Skrull Menace campaign by Kajislav. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you'd be so kind as to hit like and subscribe, I would very much appreciate it. And leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. It would be very, very cool. If you're new to the show, welcome. I don't suggest this be the first one that you join for. I'll be honest with you. I would go back a couple of episodes, at the very least to the start of the Skrull Menace campaign. I mean, this is episode 4. But if you are new, welcome, of course. And a little bit about myself, Lord Havoc. I cover Marvel Champions content at the moment, and I focus on the custom content for Marvel Champions. So not really the official stuff. If you're looking for official Marvel Champions content, I believe you should look at D20 Woodworking, Joshiev Smeg, Nelson Over Cards, Villain Theory, Daring Lime, those sort of creators. They're more your thing. If you're interested in the excellent custom community around Marvel Champions, then I strongly recommend you check out the Discord, Marvel Champions Homebrew. I'll have a link for that in the video. And yeah, enjoy the very talented people that show their love for the game by creating custom content for it. Like I said, this is episode 4 of the Skrull Menace campaign. Kajislav is one of the creators in the custom content community, and what he's done is he's mad for the Skrull stuff. He loves the Skrull stuff, which is great, and so he's combined all of his Skrull content together into a campaign format, and that's not easy. Just doing it properly so that it makes sense and has proper flow and all that sort of stuff is. And then all the extra stuff that you meant to do with campaigns, like custom campaign cards and stuff. There's a lot of work that's gone into this. It's just amazing. I mean, it looks like an official release. It has 2 custom heroes that come with it, Hulkling and Elijah. It's got like 5 scenarios in it. It's amazing amount of work that's gone into it. So I'm going through it. I like Kajislav. I think he does good stuff, and I'm always happy to support that. Like I said, I'm up to scenario 4. I've already had... we've sort of gone through the progress of the Skrull situation in the universe. So we had the Skrull Empire and its sort of growth across the universe. And then you had Super Skrull, who was trying to find the legitimate heir to the Skrull Empire. Then we had Paybock, who took over from being the Super Skrull after the original Super Skrull became a good guy. Is the new Power Skrull. And now we're up to 4, which is Skrull Pantheon. Now, before we get into that, just a disclaimer. The Paybock video, which is the one directly before this, is bad. It's bad. I made so many mistakes in that game that I frankly can't in good conscience say that it was a legitimate game. I think it invalidates the game. I made a very major mistake towards the end, where I, for some strange reason, after the player phase, I went into the villain phase and went straight to the encounter phase, when I skipped the villain phase steps 1 and 2, which is where you add threat to the main scheme and where the villain attacks or schemes. I just skipped straight over that completely, which completely changed the game state. So that's bad enough. Now, I thought I'd made up for that by then just going back and doing the villain phase, which means that he was more powerful because he had cards in play that he didn't have before. So I thought that was a fair compromise. But I then found there was then pointed out to me another mistake that I was doing with the villain called Asta the All-Seeing. Now, Asta the All-Seeing, or Astri, or something to that effect. Asti. There you go. So Asti the All-Seeing has this forced interrupt. When Asta the All-Seeing takes any amount of damage, now remember this is an interrupt, so it happens before they die, it's not like retaliate. When Asta the All-Seeing takes any amount of damage, place 1 absorption counter on it. When defeated, assign 2 indirect damage among players for each absorption counter on Asta the All-Seeing. So he came up against Cap, and I essentially just let him live. I just let him sit there because I didn't want to take the 2 indirect damage. If I killed him in 1 shot, I would have gotten at least 1 counter, and therefore taken 2 damage. But the best I couldn't really do that. The best I could do was a 2-hit, a 2-pronged attack, 2 damage from 2 different people, which would have given me 2 counters, which is 4 indirect damage, which I didn't want to take. Because Cap wasn't in the best place health-wise. So I thought, you know what, bugger it. I'll just do it. There was a situation where I could have done it when Nick Fury comes out, but in the end I decided, nah. So I just let him sit there, and he just kept pinning Cap for 1. And it was pointed out to me that Cap had his shield, and so therefore has retaliate, which I happily did against the main villain whenever I did it. But I forgot the whole, you don't have to defend in order for retaliate to kick in. It just kicks in as soon as you get attacked. It's when you get attacked, not when you get damaged. So I was doing it for the attack and then pin and retaliate. But I should always pin retaliate anyway, as soon as you're attacked. And so Asti was dealing 1 point. So he would have, every time he dealt 1, he would have taken 1, which therefore would have been an absorption counter, until he took it 4 times and then died. And that would have happened. He definitely attacked 4 times. So he would have had 4 counters and done 8 damage. And I just never did that. When I finished the game, he was still alive. And that to me is even worse than what happened with the encounter cards attack thing. I think it's because I think I managed to fix that up. But the other that was even worse. That's unbelievable. That would have killed Captain A and changed the entire game. So I'm going to replay the pay box scenario. I'm not going to do it in this episode. This episode I'm going to continue with the campaign and do Skrull Pantheon, and then do episode 5, which is Secret Invasion. I'm very much looking forward to that. I'm actually hoping that Joshi and I play Secret Invasion tomorrow together. So that's pretty cool. But after we're finished, I'm going to go back and redo Payback again. Just to make sure that I actually do it properly. That's pretty much it, I think. Oh, the other thing was the cooperation cards. I said that Spidey couldn't take the side scheme. Searching for powers. But he can. He's allowed to take 2 of each type. So one of each type. So I already took the support card, or the upgrade card. I think I took an upgrade card called 3D Man's Goggles. So I could actually have taken this. So I am going to take it. It gives me 42 cards. Because being able to finish that off and get a kick for free is pretty sweet. And I'm going to give Cap a couple. So I'm going to give him Skrull military training and Payback. Now, Payback mainly because Skrull military training can only be thwarted by a Skrull ally. But when he gets it, when this goes to the victorious player, this is the first player, not the player that thwarts it. Oh, I don't like that. I do not like that, Kaj. It should be the person who thwarts it. I don't like that. God damn it. It really should be the player who thwarted it. So in that case, I'm going to make Captain A be the first player for this game and give him that. Because then he gets +1 attack, +1 thwart, +1 defense. So a 3/3/3 Captain America, that's pretty good stuff. So I'm going to leave him those two. And Cap will be player 1 this game, which will throw me off, but that's alright. And then these guys can go back in. Cool. Alright, let's do it. Scenario 4, Skrull Pantheon. Clyburn, the Eternal Skrull, and Silgert of the Infinite Names are the only true gods of the Skrull Empire. They are presented as the Emperor and Empress of the Skrull Pantheon. There they are there. The two of them indirectly supported the creation and expansion of the Skrull Empire. They conquered and enslaved the pantheons of the conquered races, numbering nearly 1,000 pantheons. Now the duo is worshipped by the Dadvan sect, the most well-known and influential Skrull religion. The central text of the Dadvan sect is the Book of Worlds, written an unspecified time ago by Cleburne and Slugert. The book included in it 3 prophecies that foretold the eventual destruction of the Skrulls and the promise of a new home called Earth. Are you ready to stop these prophecies from being fulfilled? Villain deck. So what do we got? So we've got the villains. The main scheme. Skrull Pantheon. $21, $21, $5, $21. I don't know why they're in 2 separate decks. I'll keep those separate for now because I don't know why they're actually separate in here. I can only assume there is a reason. There's the instructions. Don't really need that. Standard Skrull. Don't need that. Expert Skrull. Standard. You know what? I'm going to grab these. Standard and the 2 obligation cards always go in, so we might as well chuck those in first. And then. Expert. Don't need that. Okay. So. Counter deck. Skrull Pantheon. Dadvan sect. There we go. Skrull Society. Cool. And Standard. The villains in this scenario are the Skrull gods, Clyburn and Skelett. They are represented by a double-sided card. Let's get rid of this guy. I don't really need that guy. Clyburn and Skelett. I thought Skelett was the chick. But no. It's this dude. Weird. Okay. During setup, place the villain stage 1, stage 2 for the expert mode into play. Clyburn side face up. Okay, there he is. Both villains share hit points, so if you just defeat one, you don't need to defeat the other to win the game. Okay, that's cool. He has 30 hit points. During the game, the villain will collect faith counters that cannot be removed until you defeat the Skrull Pantheon environment and flip it to its damage side. Here's the Skrull Pantheon environment. Okay. Oh, I'll check here. Now the Skrull Pantheon environment says Stronghold. Interrupt. When a friendly character would deal any amount of damage to an enemy, place that many smash counters here instead. Then, if there is 9 per person or more smash counters here, flip Skrull Pantheon. So I'm going to use damage to represent that. Okay. And they get faith counters. So I'm going to use that to represent their faith counters. You can then influence the number of faith counters on the villain. Okay. Alternation of gods. Encounter cards in the scenario can instruct you to flip the villain. When the villain flips, all attachment cards, status cards, boost cards, and other game elements associated with the villain are discarded, except for faith counters and damage. After the villain flips, resolve the when revealed ability on the villain. After a villain stage is defeated, the next stage of the villain deck enters play on the same side as the just defeated stage. Okay, sounds pretty self-explanatory. When revealed, place one faith counter on Caliban. For Citra, when the player phase begins, discard one card from the top of the encounter deck for each faith counter on Caliban. In player order, players must reveal each treachery card discarded this way. Okay, what does Skrull do? When revealed, place one faith counter. When the player phase begins, discard one card from the encounter for each faith counter Skrull, and players always must reveal non-treachery. Each non-treachery card discarded this way. So he gets the treachery ones, he gets the non-treachery ones. Cool. Makes sense. Book of Worlds, put the Skrull Pantheon environment into play. Stronghold 5 side face up. Done it. The holy text, the Book of Worlds, was said to have been written by the couple, Caliban and Skrull. The book includes prophecies that foretold the destruction of Skrullos and the promise of a new home called Earth. If this stage is completed, the players lose the game. Holy crap. A one-stage scenario. I need to get 28 to lose. Wow. It doesn't do anything. It basically just sits there. So it's really having to manipulate these guys that's going to get the victory. Okay, campaign instructions. If in Shaper of Worlds is marked as in play, put it into play engaged to the first player. So let's go to my thing. Shaper of Worlds, he's marked as in play, so he does in fact go into play against the first player. If Shaper Worlds is marked as set aside, Shaper Worlds is marked as another game. Okay. If Cosmic Cube Creation is marked as in play, put it into play. Yep, Cosmic Cube Creation is marked as in play, so it goes into play. So 2 and then hinder 4 each, so it starts with 10. Cool. Pretty nasty start of the game. Each Skrull Elite minion from the previous scenario that is marked as in the victory display. Okay, let's go have a look at the Skrull Elite minions. Okay, so the Skrull Elite minions from the scenario 3. So he was included, he says, in another game area. So each Skrull Elite minion from the previous scenario is marked as in another game area, and its encounter set are shuffled into the encounter deck. Okay, so in another game area we had Crusader and we had Zaven. So they get shuffled in. There we go. Shuffle one other random Skrull Elite modular encounter set into the encounter deck. So we get another one. So there's 2 left, so 1 to 3, 4 to 6. Jacinta. In she goes. So on here we say set included. Set included. Set included. Each player may shuffle one card of each card type from the cooperation area into the deck. I've already done that. And then you got expert stuff, and then you got victory stuff, which we haven't won yet, so we don't need to worry about that. So I got to get this over to the other side ASAP before these guys start screwing me over and I lose. So yeah, this very much needs justice to win, and I'm not playing justice. I'm playing leadership and protection. So let's see how we go. Now, Captain A is player 1, so let's deal with that. He gets He gets 6. Spidey gets 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Meant to get 6. Okay, so Cap's mulligan will be. I did get a couple of allies. So that's not too bad. You know what? I think I'm just gonna. Well. I'll mulligan these and see if I get some resource cards. Nope. Oh well. Alright, so let's search for his shield. And then shuffle the deck. Okay, Spidey. You know what? I'm actually going to keep this hand. I'm happy with this hand. Very happy with this hand, in fact. So I'm just going to keep it. Alright, so let's go to Captain A. He's player 1. Let's get... Let's get Ironheart in for 1. She gives me a card. And then let's flip to Captain A. Let's use Unflappable to get my shield out. And then let's use these 3 to get Miles out. And we need to start thwarting. I need to get rid of this ASAP. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Straight up. Consequential. Yep. Because he gets +2 the first time he gets done. So he's done. Let's do Peter. Peter and Power Gloves will give me Ingenuity. Then flip to Spidey. Searching for powers will just go straight in to play. One, 2, 3. I get to play it straight away, which is just amazing. So let's just chuck that in there. Let's do Genius to play. Oh no, I'm not going to flip to Peter just yet. Let's use Genius to use Suit Up and then search for Black Cat. And Honorary Avenger. Where's Black Cat? She was right on the bottom. Oh, if I didn't use Suit Up, I would never have gotten there. And then 3D goggles, which I don't want to get rid of, but it is what it is. Well, they're not flipped to Spidey. And then Ingenuity and 3D goggles will pay for Black Cat. And she discards the top 2 cards. And if they're mental, I get to keep them. Neither of them are, so that sucks. She gets Honorary Avengers for free. She's going to attack for 1, which puts 1 damage on here. And then Peter's going to thwart for 1 off this bad boy. Okay. Reset. Get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Reset. Get 5 cards. Cool. Alright, villain turn. 1, 2, and then 1 from Accelerate. Clyburn will activate against Captain A. He doesn't have his defense card, so he will defend. 1 plus 2. 1 is 2 plus flip the villain. Okay. I'm going to put this here and just make it bigger. Because I need to keep doing this business. Cool. So it was 2, which he easily defends, which means he retaliates for 1. Oh no, because he retaliated, he doesn't take any damage, right? It actually goes on here. You deal any amount of damage, not from an attack, it's just damage. So it goes on there. When revealed, put a faith counter. Wait, so should he have 2? Is putting him in play technically revealing him? Yeah, I think he's meant to have 2. Wait. When the player phase begins. So right at the very start of the game. I don't like that. I never like that. It's so busy doing your own player stuff that it's just too easy to miss this. The most obvious trigger that is used 99.9% of the time is when the first villain's phase happens. So at step 1 of the villain phase, you put a threat on there and then you do whatever the triggers are. It's so common that it's almost become rote. So doing it when the player phase begins is just too hard, because you completely forget about it because you're doing your own player phase stuff. So that means everything I've just done is now irrelevant because I didn't do this stuff. I hate that. Absolutely hate it. Okay, he had 1. So he had 1. So that means this guy's now in play. Oh, this sucks. It has, so reveal the first card. So he would have had 1 faith counter, so he would have had this. Discard a card from the deck for each faith counter and Clyburn. Player order. Players must reveal each treachery card. So that means he actually has this guy in place. Reveal it. So because he was revealed, he actually gets another faith counter, so he's actually now got 3. Which means I wouldn't have thwarted, I would actually have attacked and killed him, which I could easily have done. Miles could have done it just on his own. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put 3 more back on here, and I'm just going to kill this arsehole. So between him and Captain A. So another 2 back on there. So really there's only 1 off there now. And he's dead. Anyway, so back to the attack. He attacks. He doesn't do any extra retaliate. I've done all that. Now the flip the villain thing doesn't happen anymore, so we can actually go back down to 2. Because the boost didn't make him change, and so therefore he didn't go back to the place 1 faith counter on Skrull. I need Kaj to tell me how to pronounce this. Kleiben and Sklut. Sklut? That sounds dangerous. It sounds too close to another word. Wait, that says sklurt. This says sklut. Which one is it? I'm going to say sklurt because it's less dangerous. There you go, this one says sklurt as well. Yeah, I'm going to say sklurt. So that means this is a typo. And I'm going to stick with sklurt. Alright, so Kleiben attacks. He defends, blah, blah, blah. So he activates against Peter. Peter gets a free card. It's not backflip, so that means Peter will defend for 3. Kleiben gets a boost effect. This card gets +1 boost icon for each Skrull enemy in play to a maximum of +4. Is he a Skrull? Oh, he is a Skrull. So that's 2, so he gets 2 boosts. So 1, 2, 3, so it doesn't matter, I still defend, it's fine. And then encounter cards, Captain A. Cytorak Gem, Artifact. That's a cool picture. That's cool. Attach to Jacinda if you cannot attach to the villain. Alright, well Jacinda's not in play, so we'll attach it to the villain. Attached character gets +3 hit points. Sweet. Hero action, give the villain 1 face down boost card and spend 1 energy resource, discard Cytorak Gem. Cytorak Gem. Okay. +3 hit points is not that big of a deal, but the +1 attack is annoying, so we'll see how that goes. Spidey's one is the villain attacks. He attacks, so I get a free card. It's not backflip, and I can't defend. So I'm just going to take it. Now he's attacking with +1. +1, plus a boost effect. What a weird picture. What is that meant to be? Oh, is that Hank Pym? Yeah, that's the Hank Pym Skrull invasion picture. Anyway, so +1 boost, so 3. Take it, 1, 2, 3. Spidey becomes player. Oh, what just happened there? Spidey becomes player 1. And what can we do? What can we do? Enhanced Spider Sense, which I could have used against that Treachery if I wasn't so annoyed. I would have paid attention. We'll give Black Cat Inspired. Make the Call. We'll give... Wow, no. I'll keep that. The other Inspired will pay for Sharpshooter. Ingenuity, Spider Tracer, and Make the Call will pay for Miles. Oh, I can't, because Miles is already in play. There's already a Miles in play, so I can't have my Miles. So instead, Black Cat will just attack for 3. 1, 2, 3 on there. Peter can't thwart because he's exhausted. That's a shame. Well, that's that hand done. Is there a point of using Make the Call? No. Well, that's Peter done. Captain A. What to do? Iron Fist. Wait, let's fearless determination first. Okay. So never back down, Iron Fist. You know what? He's got +1 thwart at the moment, so I can do this all day to do those two. So do three thwart from here. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to flip, and then never back down. And Iron Fist is going to pay for Agent 13. When she comes in, you remove 2 threat, and then she exhausts to remove 2 threat. And then, yeah, these two will get rid of the other 2 threat. When defeated, each player shuffles a copy of set aside Cosmic Cube Fragment into their deck. Sweet. So it's in defeated, goes into the victory display. He gets a Cosmic Cube Fragment. Oh, it's huge. And Peter gets one. Shuffle it in. Cool. All right. I think that's all Cap can do. Oh, Ironheart's dead. And Miles takes another consequential. I think that's pretty much it. Okay, so Peter's first. Reddy's gets 2 cards. Actually, I'm going to get rid of Make the Call. Make it 3 cards. Okay, and then Captain A readies and gets 5 cards. That's cool. Love it. Alright, 1, 2. Oh my god, I've done it again. Kaj, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I really hate it. I'm sorry, man. I want to try and be constructive in these things. I don't want to crap on people's stuff. But this is just... It's just bad. I can't deal with it. I can't handle it. It's too easy to forget. It doesn't make any sense. Why on my turn? Just explain the theme to me. I don't understand it. Why is he reacting on my turn instead of the villain turn? Named for him. I can't stand it. So now everything that has happened is just... Anyway, top 2 cards get discarded. When the player figures discard 1 card from the top again for each faith counter, there's 2. In play order, players must reveal each treachery card discarded this way. So this would have been Spidey's. I've got another acceleration token. No, I can't stand this. If it was happening now, it would make sense to me. And then this would have been Caps. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Attached to the enemy with the highest printed hit points and without another force field attached. Okay. So that would be him. When any amount of damage would be dealt to attached character, place it here instead. Then if it's at least 5. So that means this 3 actually wasn't on there. This 3 is actually on here. Just going to clone this one. which then means I have an acceleration token, so that gets an acceleration. And then he does all these activations. So he now activates against Spidey. He gets a free card. It's not backflip. Oh, so he defends. 1, 2. Discard a random card from your hand. Okay. Endurance could have been worse. He successfully defends. He then activates against Cap and will scheme. So it's 2 plus 1 is 3. 1, 2, 3. Encounter cards. Boink, boink. Blessed by Skrull. That's a cool picture. He looks like something out of it's like a Skrull fantasy creature. Condition. Attached to the minion with the lowest attack. If you cannot, this card gains surge. Wait. He should scheme. Wait. He should have attacked last turn. Because he attacked, he defended, and retaliated. So he actually took 2. And this turn he should scheme. I'm already at 11. Let's play Skirt. Attach to the minion with the lowest attack. So it's Shaper of Worlds. X is equal to the number of faith counters on the villain. So he actually gets plus X attack now. So plus 2 attack. So now I have to kill him. Or trigger his ability. Okay, alright. It is what it is. Let's move. Oh, and then Cap's Treachery is Crusader. Alright, the Elite Skrull comes out. This is cool. 2/2 Elite Skrull. Victory. He's got 4 per person, so he's got 8 hit points. When revealed, deal 1 damage to each character you control. Okay. 1, 1, 1. So Miles is actually knocked out. Give the villain 1 face down boost card for each character defeated this way. Okay. No worries. Captain becomes player 1. Alright, tackle will give me Steve's apartment, who will heal 1 from Steve and draw me a card. Shield block and preventive strike will give me my serum. I'll then flip to Steve. And Cosmic Cube Fragment will Heroic Strike Crusader for 6. What, 7? And then Captain A will knock him out because he had 8. So he's in the victory display. Bye-bye Crusader. Agent 13 will then thwart 2 off of this. And be knocked out. Bye Sharon. You did good job. You did good. I can't, you can do this all day because it needs to be a card from your hand. So let's go over here. And do Spidey. Ronan will pay for Web Shooter. No. No, I want to keep Ronan. Spider Tracer will pay for Web Shooter. Ingenuity. No, you know what? Ronin, Ingenuity, and Web Shooter will put Miles into play, who will thwart for 3. I'll keep Sky Cycle for a second. And then Black Cat will attack for 3. That 3 will go onto Force Field and get rid of it. Oh my god, I've done it again. I've missed the player start trigger. You know what? I'm done. I can't do it. It just invalidates the whole game. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Cash. I can't do it, man. It's unplayable in my opinion. And it could just be me, man. It's like I want to put a positive spin on it. It's just maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just how my brain works. But I cannot play this scenario when the villain is doing stuff on my turn. I've missed it 3 times in a row now. I've only had 3 rounds in this game. I've missed it 3 rounds in a row. So it's either me, it's either my brain just can't deal with it, or it just shouldn't be that way. I'll let you decide the way that should work. But I'm not doing it. I can't be bothered playing this scenario. So yeah. So sorry about this. I'm not continuing. I can't. I'm sorry. I just can't do it. It's just frustrating me. And what's the point? What is the point of playing if you're frustrated? There's really no point to it. You know what? Let me see if Kaj is online. You know what would be cool if Kaz came on and discussed it. That would be awesome. I've popped a message. Let's see. I don't know. Their time zone is completely wacky. But if he agrees to jump on, that would be cool. And we can discuss it. Anyway, this is not good television. Well, I mean, it's not good television anyway. I mean, it's, I've basically cracked the sooks. Just... And I've read this wrong anyway. Oh my god, I've completely stuffed it. It's only meant to be... It's only meant to be treachery cards. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's not Kajislav's fault. This is not the designer's fault. This is purely my fault. I've read it wrong, and for some reason my brain can't handle the whole player's turn business. So the very first minion that I put into play shouldn't have been put into play. The side scheme shouldn't have been put into play. You know what I think would be best is if I just reset. Let's just do that. I'm not going to give up the game completely. I just don't think that's fair. I'm just going to reset and just do it again, which is a real bummer because having these two gone. No. I'm going to keep going. I've gotten rid of this. I've made it harder on myself, but I deserve it. I deserve it for not paying attention. It very clearly says reveal each treachery. It's the other one that says reveal non-treacheries. So he was on 2 faith counters. You know, I'm just going to keep going. I've brought it on myself. So the force field. So Black Cat got rid of the force field. He has a spare boost card. So let's do the reveal. So it's reveal 2, and then in player order, reveal any treacheries. So the first card is a side scheme, which nothing happens, and a treachery. So this would be Spidey's treachery because it's in player order. So this would be Spidey's treachery. So the villain and each minion engaged with you attacks you. There's no minion engaged with me. He has an extra boost card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a boost effect. 1, 2, 3, 4, and flip. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then flip this guy. When revealed, place a faith counter. Cool. Just keep going. Power through. I've made it much harder on myself, but that is my own fault. Peter becomes player 1. No. See, now I'm so confused. That was still the player phase. Now the villain phase. 1, 2, acceleration token. Icon. Now Skrull is attacking 2, 3, and he's attacking Captain A. He's just going to take it. So 2, 3, and then flip. So 3 he'll just take. 1, 2, 3. Retaliate hits him for 1. Wait, this guy should have had retaliate too. Oh my god, I've missed so many things. This guy should have triggered the last attack he made. Oh no, he schemed. Wait, did he scheme or did he attack? No, he attacked. Very first round he attacked. Anyway, this guy has to flip back again. He gets another faith counter. And this guy should have triggered his ability. When Shape Wheel Wells enters your... Oh, after a player attacks... After a player attacks Shape Wheel Wells. Okay, cool. So he would have damage from retaliate, funnily enough, but he wasn't attacked, and so that doesn't matter. Okay, he activates against Spidey, gets a free card. It's not backflip, and he can't defend. Oh my god, this is infuriating. Nobody can defend, so Spidey's dead. 1, 2, 3. Yep. That's it. Let's reset. So he starts on that. Shape of Worlds is in play. Cosmic Cube is in play. I need to go grab the shards. Or the fragments. So they go back over there. This fragment should be in here somewhere because I used it. So there's that one. There's those fragments. Shield, serum, apartment, Captain A. Health back up to 11. Shuffle that. Okay, so Shape of Worlds is in play. These guys have been reset. Captain A is going first because he's got that side scheme. This is back in play. This is set to 0. This is good. Set that. Alright, let's start again. So the very first draw mulligan is not the start of the player phase. It's the start of the game. So we get to do that first. So when revealed still happens, he gets his faith counter, but nothing else does. So we get to do all this stuff first. So Captain A gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 cards. Spidey gets 6 cards. Okay. Spidey's hand nowhere near as good as it was before, but Caps is first, so Nick Fury at the start's pretty cool. Iron Fist, Spider-Man, preemptive. Actually, you know what? Let's get rid of all these. Try again. Let's get another 5. I'm trying to get Agent 13. Oh my god, no. The oddities of TTS. Alright, let's try that again. So he's got his hand back to normal now. Okay, so let's try another 5. Agent 13. There we go. Sweet. Cool. Alright, now does Spidey want to mulligan anything? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need allies. I need allies. So 4. It's not the ally I wanted, but it could have been worse. Alright. Cap. Cap is going to play Super Soldier Serum. Gives me 3 cards. I think the smart play here is to actually not... You know what? Let's take that back. Cap is going to play Energy and Payback. I got to P Nick. He gives me 3 cards. Oh, I didn't grab my shield. Need to go grab my shield. Search. Okay, so now that I've done Nick for 3 instead of 4 and I've got my shield, I might as well just flip to Captain A, right? So, Nick gives me 3 things. He then thwarts for 2. Okay. Unflappable and Desperate Defense gives me Super Soldier Serum. Super Soldier Serum gives me my shield. And now I can't afford Agent 13. You know what? I'm not going to put my shield in play. Super Soldier Serum plus Super Soldier Serum plus Preemptive Strike will give me Agent 13. She comes in and does 1-2 and then thwarts for 1-2. And then Cap does 1-2. So we're down to 2. I haven't got my shields yet, but that's life. Okay. Now, Spidey. His resource and power gloves will pay for ingenuity. In search of power, we'll just go straight into play. 1, 2, 3. We're searching for powers. And then he'll flip. Ingenuity, Honorary Avengers, and Inspired will pay for miles. Miles will thwart these 3. And this says, when defeated, the player who defeated the scheme may search their deck and discard pile for a card with a superpower trait and play it, ignoring the resource cost. So I'll immediately search for Swinging Web Kick. And then just immediately just play it. Deal 8 damage to an enemy. And which says that this goes on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I've done it again. Can't believe it's unbelievable. I've done it again. What do I need? Do I need something to punch me in the face at the start of every player phase just to remind me? Okay, discard the top card. Yeah, he's only got 1, so we discard the top. It's not a treachery, so we ignore it. It's unbelievable. Anyway, so the 8 goes straight onto there, which is cool. He gets a consequential. Peter will thwart 1 from here. No, you know what? Peter will just attack for 2. Do another 2 on here. Because Cap can take care of that business. It's fine. Okay, reset. Totally Cap should have reset it first. He gets 5 cards. Well, 4 cards because he's already got the 5th one. There's his Skrull military training. That's pretty handy. Like that. Peter gets 5 cards. There's Black Hat. Very cool. There's a villain turn. 1, 2, and then 1 from the acceleration there. He activates against Cap first. Cap. Well, I do have shield block. I do have shield block. Should I use it? Is it better if I if it's better that I just because he'll still take the retaliate whether I defend or shield block, because it's whenever he gets attacked and he just got attacked. So I'm still retaliating. I think Nick should just... Well, Nick can block this guy's too. I'm going to shield block. There you go. 1, 2... If this attack is undefended, it wasn't, you are stunned, which I'm not, so thanks. Oh, wait. It is technically undefended. Defense. I didn't defend. When you were to take any amount of damage, I just stopped the damage. Oh, come on, man. That's ridiculous. When you would take any amount of damage, and I didn't is playing a defense card counted as defending? Is that still undefended? Because I did use a defense card, which says that I'm defending. I'm going to play it as if I defended, because whenever you play an attack card, it says you're attacking. It doesn't say when making, if you did not use your basic defense. I still say that's defended. Yeah, that's how I'm playing it. I don't think that's a misplay. Shaper of Worlds and attacks, and Nick Fury will defend for me. And will die. He activates against Peter. He gets a free card. It's not backflip, so he has to defend. 1, 2, and then flip the villain. So he successfully defends, but now we flip Clyburn. Because he flips, he gets a faith counter. Encounter card. Encounter card. Blessed by Skrull. Attached to me with the lowest attack. There's only one minion in play, so he gets it. And then Spidey's one is Darvin Fanatic. When revealed, choose to either deal 1 damage to each character you control, or place 1 threat on each scheme in play. Oh, that's a tough. No, I'll just take the damage. I can't be bothered just getting any more threat on it. So yeah, I'll just take the damage. I did it for you, Cap. I did it for you. All right. Player turn. Spidey becomes player 1. It's now player phase. All right. So for the first time in history, I'm not going to forget this. When the player phase begins, discard 1 card from the top of the encounter deck for each faith counter on Skrull. There's 2. In player order, players must reveal each non-treachery discarded this way. So discard for Spidey, discard for Cap. So Spidey's is a treachery card, so that gets ignored. But Cap gets his obligation. Alright, so Cap gets his obligation, which is flipped alter ego and exhaust Steve and remove man at a time. There we go. Okay, now Spidey gets his turn. Okay, finally. Didn't forget. It's amazing. Suit up and make the call. Actually, suit up and power gloves will pay for Black Cat. She discards the top 2 cards. Alright, I get to keep that one. Sweet. And no. Alright, so I got 1 out of it. That's pretty cool. Okay. Ingenuity will give Black Cat sidearm. This is interesting. Make the call will give Miles. Wait, this is interesting. Miles the goggles? Which means he can now attack Skrulls and not take consequential damage? Yeah, I'm doing it. I would normally save this for Ronan. But you know what? I'm going to give it to Miles. No. That makes no sense. Miles is better when he comes into play. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Yeah, bringing Miles back in makes more sense. Oh, but it's when it's from your hand. So mate, the core doesn't work. No, yeah, I'm going to say give it to him. Why not? Why not? Because he's going to attack this guy. And do 2. And not take consequential damage. And then she'll do the other 2. And knock him out. Sayonara, Dardanian fanatic. Got slammed. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I didn't mind that. Cap's turn. Cap's turn. Why is he exhausted? Ah, because of men out of time. Okay. Desperate defense will give him his shield. Super Soldier Serum will give him his electrostatic armor. He'll flip back to Captain A. Let's put secret military training in, or Skrull military training. 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't do anything, so it can just sit there. He needs a Skrull ally to remove the threat. And I think I threw Paybock away, right? Yeah, Paybock's in the Thinotus thing. I could make the call because it goes to any discard pile, and he has one too. I'm just debating whether to keep it so that I can then ready and do this all day. While I'm thinking about it, Agent 13 is going to do the last 2 thread on this and give me each person a Cosmic Cube fragment. Take a consequential. I'm debating this. It doesn't do anything. It just sits there. I might just let it sit there. I don't necessarily need to do this all day. Okay. Ready. Get 4 cards to go up to his hand size. Yeah, see, so I can make the call and bring Paybock in. Okay, ready and get 5 cards. Okay. Villain turn. 1, 2. Activates against Spidey. It's a free card. He will defend. 2 plus nothing. And so nothing happens. He activates against Steven. He will defend. Oh, I forgot to add the retaliate from the attack from before. I was too busy worried about that boost effect. So Steven will defend. 2, 3, 4. So Steven still takes a point of damage. He then retaliates, which I've already done. And then what does electrostatic armor do? After you defend, deal 1 damage to an attacking character. Okay, so it does another point of damage. Okay, and then this guy attacks. 2, and then for each counter. So he's attacking for 4. Agent 13 will take it. Then in counter cards, you first, then you. Yours is Going Nova. When revealed, assign 2 per person or 2 per player indirect damage on 1 player. So that's 4. Can I stop that? Nope. So these are mon players. Well, I'm just going to do 2 each. 1, 2, 1, 2. Just make it fair. Then Caps is player schemes, or the villain schemes, sorry. 1, 2, 2, and then a boost effect. If this activation is a scheme, reveal this card. It is a scheme. So that's on him. Skrull Telepath. When Skrull Telepath would attack its schemes instead. 2 and nothing. Sonic Skrull. That's cool. Okay. Cap becomes player 1. The villain interrupts. When the player phase begins, discard 1 card for each faith counter. So, and then in player order. So Caps 1. It is a non-treachery, so it gets revealed. Plotting revenge. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hate it. And then this one is a treachery, so nothing happens. Cap's turn. I'm going to shield toss for 1. Return the shield to my hand and kill the telepath. Is there a thing on here? Yeah, Skrull Telepath, the reverting device. Nah, I'm not going to bother. I don't care. It's not worth it. I have to discard a card from each player to put that in the victory display, and I can't be bothered doing that. And then my serum will get me my shield back. Powerful Punch will, I'll do this all day. And I'll thwart for 2. Okay, Spidey. Swinging web kick. Or web shooter. Web shooter, ingenuity. No, just web shooter. And genius will be a 3-point make the call, which will get me payback. Under my control. He comes in with toughness. He gets +1 thwart and +1 attack for each treachery card attached to him. After a treachery card is discarded, take 1 damage, attach it face down here. Okay. And then Ingenuity will pay for first aid and heal Miles. So now Miles is going to go to town. Does 2 points of damage against a Skrull enemy. Goes against him. Takes no consequential. Black Cat will do 2 points of damage. Takes no consequential from her attacks. He's just going to kick back and be my defender. He's got tough. And then I'm going to start thwarting this off. Yeah. Reset. 1, 2. Wait, do I even want... No, I don't even want that. I'm going to get 4 cards. Cool. Reset. 4 cards. Where are all my backflips, man? Where are all my backflips? Seriously. Okay. Villain. 1, 2, and then 1 from this accelerate. Activates against Cap. Cap will defend. 2, 3. Cap successfully defends. He retaliates for 1, and the electrostatic armor hits him for 1. That's 18. This has been smashed. Flip. Spend 2 resources of the same type. Remove a faith counter. Okay. I'm cool with that. What's on his damage side? Okay. This guy then attacks me for 4. Yeah. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. He gets retaliated. And I didn't defend against, so electrostatic doesn't work, but retaliate still does because he attacked. So he gets a retaliate damage. Okay. Alright. I think that's it. Counter cards. Visible force field. Okie dokie. And then prayer to Cliben. When revealed, if Cliben is in play, he activates against you. He is not. It's neglect. Otherwise, flips Glert. Okay. Place a faith counter. And get rid of this. I could have stopped that from happening, but it wasn't that important. Alright. Spidey becomes player 1. Wait, why did I defend for? I had the tough guy. Spidey. Come on, man. Anyway, he becomes player 1, and it's now the play at the start of the player phase, so we activate the god. We get 3 cards this time, so now it's in player order. So this will be Spidey's. Dardvan Priest. It's not a treachery, so nothing happens, right? In player order, reveal each treachery. So we don't reveal that. This is Cap's. It is a treachery. The villain attacks you. The villain attacks you, which will just kill me. 1. Well, I could technically survive. Paybock's going to defend for him. 1 plus the boost effect. This card gets +1 boost for each faith counter on the villain. Okay, that's 3, so it would be a total of 4 attack. So yeah, Lucky Paybock declared defending, so he loses his tough. Sweet. And then the next one is Spidey's, which is not a treachery, and so therefore it doesn't get revealed. Okay, Spidey's turn now. Although this is say when a treachery is discarded, right? After a treachery card is discarded, take 1 damage, place it on him. I'm going to do it. I'm going to say this is attached to Paybock because I took a damage. All right, my turn. Webbed up. We'll pay for the web shooters. Ingenuity and enhanced spiders sense will pay for. Oh no, it won't. Can't put Maria in play. I'm just going to keep these for a second. Ingenuity will put reinforced suit onto. Paybock? Get some more action out of him? Why not? Yeah, let's do that. Spidey will take 1 off here. Spend 2 resources of the same type. Remove 1 faith counter. 2 resources of the same type. 1, 2. Remove a faith counter. And then Spidey will. Do I thwart or do I attack? I'm just going to attack. I'm done with this guy. I've got to get rid of this force field thing. Yeah, let's do that. Should I be triggering this guy? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to put this back to 0 and I'm going to have Spidey attack this guy and trigger him. When Shaper of Worlds... Oh, after a player attacks Shaper of Worlds, which I just did, shuffle this card into that player's deck. This guy never goes into the encounter card deck, so why has he got an encounter back? I'm going to change that. He never goes into the encounter deck. He goes into the player deck. Never is never discarded. So change his back so he don't cheat. And this could then get discarded. Let's do that. I don't know why I just left him hanging around. What's left? Nothing. Oh, these guys. He attacks for 2. 1, 2. And then takes no consequential. And then Black Cat attacks for 2. 1, 2. Takes no consequential. Just leave it at that. Captain America's turn. Let's powerful punch to... I can do this all day. Then let's fearless determination to draw a card. Let's genius to Ironheart, which draws a card. And then let's strength and Captain America's helmet to heroic strike. So deal 6 damage and then stun the enemy. 1. Oh wait, does it carry over? When any amount of damage will be dealt here, place it here instead. Oh no. I'm not doing that. Cap will hit for 2 first to get rid of this. Waste 1 point, but at least it's gone. Then he'll heroic strike for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stun. Okay. No. Ironheart will do that 1 point of damage. Thank you, Ironheart. So Cap is still ready, which is what I wanted, so that's good. So she does the one to knock that off. He then heroic strikes 6 points of damage and stun. And then he's going to flip and wreck. 1, 2, 3. Which means I technically could have got Ironheart for 1 point, but I wasn't thinking that far ahead. So bad luck. It is what it is. Alright. Ready. Three cards. Here's one of my backflips. Ready. 6 cards. Okay. Villain turn. 1, 2, and then an accelerate. Really gotta get some thought happening. He activates against Spidey, but he doesn't because he's stunned. That's handy. He activates against Cap and Schemes. 2 plus 1 is 3. 1, 2, 3. Oof. If this attack is not an attack, I don't care. And then counter cards. Spidey, Cap. Oh, I've got a comment. First time chat. Mastermind with a 3 and a 1. MAST3RM1ND. Very cool. Mastermind. I like it. Good luck. Thank you. Thank you. I need it. I need it. I'm doing very badly. So I very much appreciate that. Prayers. I would appreciate some prayers and cross both fingers because I'm doing very badly. But thank you very much for commenting and for jumping on. Really appreciate it. Alright. Spidey's first. Strengthen the faith. Most Skrulls worship Clyburn, the eternal Skrull, and Skirt of the infinite names. When revealed, place 1 faith counter on the villain. Oh, that sucks. It's 2 per person. Force to interrupt. When a side scheme or a Skrull enemy is defeated, flip the villain. Nasty. I like it though. That's good. And then Caps. Fanatic. When revealed, choose to either deal 1 damage to each character you control or place 1 threat on each scheme in play. Well, that's not happening. That would be madness. I'll take the damage. Damage, which means that Ironheart goes, but that's a small price to pay. He's a minion, so he stays. There's no way I'm doing the other one. Okay. Captain A becomes first player. We now activate the villain. When the player phase begins, discard 1 card from the top of your hand deck for each faith counter count. There's now 3, which is a shame. 1, 2, 3. That is a real shame. And then in player order, players reveal each treachery. So the player order would be Cap. So the first card is for Cap. It's not a treachery, so it gets gotten rid of. Second one's for Spidey. It's not a treachery, so it gets gotten rid of. And the third one's for Cap. It's not a treachery, so did it right there. Although a treachery would mean that he would have gotten a card, but he did not. So it is what it is. That's it. Cap's turn now. Alright, we're currently in alter ego form. I don't have any allies, so I might as well just flip. I'm going to wreck. 1, 2, 3, then I'm going to flip. Alright. Now in hero form, so let's Fearless Determination. He gets Shaper of Worlds. Typical. Let's check out what that does. Mastermind, how's the campaign so far? Up until this scenario, it's been great. I'm not a fan of this scenario. So this is part 4. I really, really dislike this mechanic. Up until that point, though, the campaign has been very cool. Very, very cool. The amount of work that's gone into this campaign, the creator is Kajislav, and the amount of work they've done is just amazing. It looks like a professional product. The campaign's well put together. The 3 scenarios before this one have all been fun. The reward system, I think, is interesting. There's a lot that you have to track in the campaign log, but it all makes sense. Yeah, I can't praise it enough. It's not quite Gotham Reckoning level of good, but it is right there at number 2. It's really, really cool. Alright, so I did get Shaper of Worlds in my hand. So what happens when Shaper of World enters your hand, discard the top 4 cards of the encounter deck, put Shaper of Worlds into play, engage with you. So Kajislav, there is a spelling mistake on this card. I just got to point that out, buddy. So he comes back into engagement with me, into Cap. I discard the top 4 cards. Now, reading Paybox card, he says, after a treachery card is discarded, take 1 damage, attach it face down here to a maximum of 2. So there you go. Treachery was discarded. I'm going to take a point of damage, and I'm going to attach this face down. I'm going to do this one as well, because that was already there. He now has 2 treacheries face down on him. And then let's do the other 3. So discard, discard, discard. They're all gone. Excuse me. Oh wow, it looks really good. Yeah, I agree. It looks really. It's very, very professional. There's some tweaks that needs to happen. There's some spelling mistakes. Like couple of sort of rule clarifications, but overall though the professional quality of it it blows me away. I've mentioned it every episode, and I'll continue to sing its praises. All right, so player phase. So we're back to Cap. So he did So he's got +1 thwart. So he did Fearless Determination. He got Shape of Worlds. We activated Shape of Worlds thing. He's currently got +1 thought at the moment. So I want to thwart. I need to thwart. Like, this is maddening. So let's get... Let's Serum and Counterpunch to get Enhanced Physique in play. Then let's Counterpunch till I can do this all day. And then let's Thwart for 3. 1, 2, 3. And then Enhanced Physique can pay for Unflappable. And we'll save this for a special rainy day. Okay, Peter. Peter's going to immediately thwart this one off because I'm just tired of seeing it. Now that triggers this. When a Sight Scheme or a Skrull enemy is defeated, flip the villain. Should I have gotten rid of this first? Actually, I think now I think I should have gotten rid of that first. Yeah. I take back what I did. I'm going to put this back in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And say that Cap did his 3. And then Peter took care of that last one. So this will still trigger. When a Sight Scheme or a Skrull... Oh, no, it's an interrupt, not a response. So that doesn't trigger. So we don't flip. Okay. Awesome. So, reason I did that is because I'm going to do this one now. So I don't want him to flip. So that's that done. Next one is Pybok is going to thwart for 4. Only a Skrull can do it. So Pybok has to do it. He's now thwarted this completely. This goes into the victory display. And then because that goes in the victory display, the first player, who is Captain A, gets +1 to all of his stats. So let's grab those. So he now has 3 thwart, 3 attack, and because he has his shield, he actually has 4 defense, which is pretty bonkers. 3, 3, 4. That's pretty sweet. Actually, I'm going to keep this as 3, just so I don't get confused. Because he may lose his shield. You never know. Alright. So. Okay, happy with that. And then Pybok takes 2 consequential damage. Alright. Now. Now. Let's... Ingenuity will give Black Cat Inspired. Excuse me. Apologise. Not being able to play Maria is bad, but he'll die eventually anyway. Myers will hit for 2. Yeah, Myers will hit for 2 on this guy, I think. Yeah, you know what? Let's get this guy out of here. I think that's the better play. And then, because he's a Skrull, he takes no consequential damage. Black Cat will then hit for 3 on these guys. 1, 2, 3. Spend 2 resources of any type. So I'll spend 2 wilds to get rid of one of the faith counters. This web shooter goes. You know what? I'm going to put... Is it max per... Oh, it's max per 1 per alley. I was going to put another reinforced suit on this dude. Alright. I think that's it. I think that's all I can do. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to be able to play Maria anytime soon. So... This hurts my heart, but I'm going to spend 2 mental resources. So another 2. And then get rid of another faith counter. That hurts me, but... These faith counters suck. Okay. So I think that's it. Okay, Captain Ace first. Reset. Get 4 cards. Spidey. Reset. Get 3 cards. Okay. Villain turn. 1, 2, and accelerate. That's getting dangerous. He activates against Cap. He's got shield block. So no, you know what? I'm going to defend. Because I want him to take damage. So I'm going to defend. He hits for 1, which is nothing. I successfully defend super easily. He gets retaliate. Then he gets electrostatic armor. And then because I took no damage, I get a free card. Shaper of Worlds then hits me for 2. And gets retaliate. This guy hits me for 2. Actually, I'm going to shield block that too. I'm getting tired of hitting damage. But he still gets retaliate. So cop that. I just don't take the damage, and because I shield blocked, the shield comes back to my hand. Oh no, I just exhaust it. Doesn't go back to my hand. Okay. Cool. Counter cards. Boink. Boink. Counter card for Cap is Outnumbered. When revealed, engage each Skrull minion in play. Then search the encounter deck and discard pile for a Skrull minion and reveal it. Oh no, I'm going to stop that. Oh, I can't. I got rid of it. Oh, you fool. Well, he's already engaged each Skrull minion. Then search the encounter deck and discard pile for a Skrull minion and reveal it. Oh, that's painful. Skrull minion. What's the least crappy Skrull minion? This one. Yeah, so engage. It does. They don't attack. I just get another one. So Okay, and then Spidey's is a Skrull minion, but it's one of the elite dudes. Young Zavin. Super Skrull in training. When revealed, discard cards from the encounter deck until a treachery is discarded. Reveal that treachery. Oh, there we go. Straight away. When revealed, if Clyburn is in play, activates against you. Otherwise, flip. Clyburn is in play against me, so he activates. He activates against me. He's attacking. I get a free card. Thank you. I will backflip from the damage. Damage is 2, so I'll just backflip away. Thanks. Appreciate it. Spidey becomes player 1. And we now activate the villain. So discard cards equal to faith counters, and in player order reveal them. We get 1 because it's 1 faith counter. And in player order is Spidey. It is a treachery. In play order, players must reveal each treachery card discarded this way. Alright, it is Shadow of the Past. Revealed. So, let's activate Shadow of the Past. Vulture becomes engaged. Treachery, side scheme, treachery, treachery. They will get shuffled in. Vulture quick strikes me. I'll take it. No, I'll defend. 1, which means I take no damage. Wait, am I allowed to defend? Yeah, it attacks. So, and I just take the damage. He attacks me. So, yeah, I'll defend. Take no damage. And the side scheme says to grab a card, right? Each player places a random card from their hand face down here. Random from their hand. Okay, so let's check the effect down. Let's randomize. And just grab the end card. Oh, I'm not meant to look at it. No, I know it's random. And then random from this card. Okay, I won't look at it. Random card from the hand face down here. Okay, flip this back over. Sweet. Flip this over. Sweet. Alright. Spidey. This guy's got 10 hit points. Alright. 4, 7, 9. 2, 3, 4. Yep. 4, 7, 9 points of damage. Can I do 1 more point of damage? One more point of damage. Doesn't look like it's happening. Bet I can at least do 9. He takes 2, and they don't take anything. I will then energy, ingenuity, and no, ingenuity and web shooter. I'll say web shooter is mental to get rid of this last thing here. Last faith counter. And then energy, suit up, and reinforced suit will pay for webbed up. Yep. Okay. Captain A. Captain A. I've got these guys to deal with. He's on 2 health, not. Okay. Serum, physique, and never back down will give me Mockingbird. I will stun Vulture. Mockingbird will then attack for 1 and kill this guy. Goes to the victory display. See a Zavin. And take a consequential. Armored Vest will... I can do this all day. And... Cap will thwart for 2 of this. Oh man, it's 9:17 and I've not even gotten through stage 1. I think that's all I can do. I'm kind of stuck. Alright, player order. Reset. Get 5 cards. Cool. Reset. Get 4 cards. Oh, there's only 2 apparently. 1, 2. So that means he decks out. Gives me another 2. And then I get a encounter card. I'm going to put her over there. Okay. Villain turn. 1, 2, accelerate, accelerate. Oh, bloody hell. So much. He activates against Peter and he can't because he's webbed up. He then becomes stunned. He then activates against Cap and he can't because he's stunned. Peter's minion activates. We should have activated before he activated against can't stand, but he can't because he's stunned. Then Cap's minion's activated. What do we got here? What do we got here? Excuse me. Okay, well, this guy will just hit me for 2. And we'll get retaliate. This guy I'll defend. So I defend and then retaliate and then electrostatic armor hits him and he dies. She will be blocked by Mockingbird, who will then die. Okay. She still was attacked, so she still gets retaliated. Okay. Wait. She defended though. So does she still get retaliated? Yeah, I was still the target of the attack, and so retaliate still happens. Okay. Cool. Alright. That's pretty cool. That's the attack stuff done, so then we get encounter cards. Encounter card, he has 2 from the one from before. Spidey's only got the 1. So, boink. Strengthen the faith. That's unfortunate. 1, 2, 3, 4. When a side scheme or a Skrull enemy is defeated, flip the villain. Sweet. And then Cap's 2 ones. Vulture's plans. When revealed, discard 1 card at random from each player's hand. Place 1 throw on the main scheme for each different resource type. Discarded this way. 1 card at random. Okay, so let's use the discard at random card thing, and we get backflip. That's unfortunate. That's very, very unfortunate. And then Caps. Oh, that's interesting. Why did they go? Oh, that's from his hand. Because Cap doesn't have a hand. So for Cap, we'll have to do the other method. And it is... Oh, no! Come on! Come on! Seriously! So for each different resource type, so that would be 3. And is it on the main scheme? 1, 2, 3. I've almost lost. I'm at 26 of 28. Next one is Rivals to the End. When revealed, choose a minion. That minion attacks your hero twice in a row. If no attack was made this way, give the villain 1 face down boost card for each character you control. Well, I choose her. She hits me twice in a row. So 1, 2, and then she takes Retaliate. And then 1, 2, and then she takes Retaliate. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Oh, I should have had an extra card from Unflappable before. Unbelievably brutal. Okay. That's it. Counter phase done. First player does. Alright, so let's do the villains thing. Oh, his faith counters are 0, so we don't have to trigger the force interrupt, which is good. I'm just pleased that I remembered it. Cap's turn. I don't think it really matters. I mean, I've lost. I can't thwart enough to counter these. Let's see what we can do. Fearless Determination will give me a card and gives me +1 thwart. It's Agent 13, so that's handy. Genius and Enhanced Physique will give me Agent 13. She'll take away 2 just by default, which unfortunately triggers this. Flip the villain, which means they get a counter. Bet there's not much I can do about that. Agent 13 will then thwart for 2, which I want to be this. It really should be this. 2. Wait, I think I did 2 more. She was on 26, yeah. So she thwarts for 2. Now Cap still has his +1, so I can't afford Iron Fist. Iron Fist will, I can do this all day. Cap will now thwart for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then Heroic Strike will play Shield Toss. Deal 4 damage to an enemy. No. I don't need to do that. She's going to kill herself. Wait, is Shield Toss considered an attack? It is. I can't do this all day again because I've already done it once. So yeah, alright, it's considered an attack. So Heroic Strike will Shield Toss, return Cap Shield to his hand, and I'm going to kill this dude. So that he goes into my deck. So the chances of getting him again are reduced because of so many cards. So shuffle him in. Okay. And then Peter. Pybuck can kill Vulture on his own. Take 2. He's dead. He did his duty. He actually goes back to Cap's discard. These get resized and put back into this discard pile. Okay, so Pybuck's done his duty. Now the problem I've got here is I've got this cool card, but I've got nothing to spend it on. But I do have Make the Call. So have I got an ally in here? Maria. The best use of Make the Call. Well, that answers that. I'm going to keep the fragment. I'm going to use... Oh, wait, no. Yeah, so strength is 2 resources of any type. So I'm going to use 2 resources of any type to get rid of this faith counter. I'm going to use Cosmic Cube Fragment to make the call and get Maria. Maria gives me a card. Maria gives Captain A a card. Okay. Maria will immediately thwart for 2. Okay, I might still be alive. Take a consequential. Enhanced Spider Sense will give Miles a sidearm. Miles is now doing 3 points of damage. 1, 2, 3. Takes no consequential. Because he's a Skrull. She's doing 3. 1, 2, 3. No consequential because she's Black Cat. Spidey will kill this chick. Okay, alright, I'm back in the game. I am back in the game. Reset. Three cards. And then reset. It's meant to be 5 cards, but I only got 3. So reshuffle the deck. Get 2 more. And then get an encounter card. Okay. Villain turn. 1, 2, 1 accelerate. Oh, wait. Wait. No! No! When a side scheme or a Skrull enemy is defeated. Oh my god, no. Okay, so you and Shaper of Worlds were defeated, so that's twice. So he would have flipped back to Clearin, got a faith counter, then would have flipped back to Sklurt and gotten another faith counter. God damn. Anyway, so the 3 on there, done. He activates against Cap. She's attacking. I'll defend. I'm defending for 3 still, so it's not too bad. Actually, you know what? I might Iron Heart to play Desperate Defense, just in case. I don't want any bullcrap. So 2. So I'm now defending for 5. No, 6. No, 5. I'm defending for 5 because I don't have my shield. So defending for 5. She only does 3. Don't even need it. But anyway, it's fine. It means that I get to ready. It means that Electrostack Armor hits her. And then it means I can get a card. Sweet. Alright, it's fine. Activates against Peter. He gets a free card. It's not backflip, so he'll defend. 2 plus boost effect. This card gets +1 boost icon for each faith counter on Cliven 2. So 2, 4. So he does take a point of damage, which sucks. But it is what it is. And counter set. Caps first, then Peter gets his second one. Let's do Caps. Ah, Crusader. Cool. I was hoping for that. So that's good. Alright. When revealed, deal 1 damage to each character you control. Give the villain 1 face down boost card for each character defeated this way. Oh my god, no! No! Oh my god. Well, that's it. Cap's dead. I don't have his helmet out. That's it. I'm calling it. I'm calling it. Spidey could probably go on to victory, but it's already late and I haven't even gotten through stage 1 yet. Like, this is like a 4-hour game. Like, it's already been 2 hours minus my whinging. It's 2 hours. It's 2 hours and 30 minutes, but minus my complaining, it's really 2 hours. So I'm just gonna call it there. I'm glad I reset and started again. But man, this is a challenge. I can only imagine what this is like on expert. Like, this is just madness. Yeah. Oh, I totally missed it. Kaj, hi, I'm here. I'm sorry you don't like it. Yeah, man. My only real thing. I'm sorry. I wouldn't for the life of me want to offend you, and I apologize. And I'll try and be constructive about it. It's hard, but that's not a bad thing. Being hard is not a bad thing. Having a challenge is not bad. My problem is that this ability just makes no sense to activate during the player phase. When the player phase begins, it just makes no sense. It's not thematic, and it just flies against established rules that it just, for some reason, my brain just can't handle it. So I'm not saying it's a fault. I just can't deal with it because I think it disrupts the flow of the game too much. When it becomes the player's turn, you jump in. Well, this is how I do it, right? This is how I do it. I can't speak it for all players, but it's just when it's the player's turn, I'm too busy thinking about what the player is doing to worry about what this dude's doing. What this dude's doing should be happening during the villain phase, which is what the whole point of it is. That's why it's called the villain phase, so they can do their villain stuff. I just don't like it. I'm sorry, man. I've got to be honest with these things, right? But I want to be constructive about it. So I think the ability is great. The way that it ties in with the faith counters. The way that the faith counters... Well, the other thing is I really dislike this picture. This picture it actually just creeps me out a lot. I don't like it at all. But that's an aside. The way the mechanic works with the faith counters, the other things that do the faith counters, like I hate this card. Hate it. But I don't hate it because it's a bad card. I hate it because it destroyed me. So that makes it a great card. That's my reasoning, right? This irritated me, but it irritated me for all the right reasons. That's great. That's how it's meant to work, right? So the way that these mechanics work, the flipping, you have to, get through the Pantheon before you can even get to that point. It's great. I love it. I love all that. Love it. But then it's thrown out the window by this business. I just can't get over it. I can't get my head around it. Sorry. So the ability itself, if this triggered at step 1 of the villain phase, I wouldn't even have blinked an eye. It would have makes perfect sense. That's how you expect it to happen. It's in the villain phase, so it's thematic. You know what I mean? That's basically just what I'm saying. It's just, don't get rid of the ability. Just change when it happens. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, in my opinion, this is the least fun of all the scenarios. For that very reason. And again, I just please take this that this is not me saying the scenario is bad. It's just bad for me. I have no doubt in my mind there'll be other players out there that think I'm an idiot and think it's the greatest scenario ever. No doubt in my mind. Because, like I said, the other mechanics I think work perfectly. I really like them. But it's just, speaking for me, I just can't. I can't get my head around it. I don't like it. It is what it is. Sorry, man. And it's a shame that Cap just died because my board state was working for me. If he hadn't have died, I actually would have paused this game and done a part 2. Because it was working. Because I've gotten the hang of this business. I still don't like it, but I've gotten the hang of it. And yeah, these guys, this combo was happening. This was happening for me. I just got this back again, so I was going to get another free kick. Yeah. I'm almost considering cheating and saying that because he wasn't ready. Wait, was he ready? No, he wasn't ready. I'm sure he wasn't ready. If he was ready, I could have just defended. Oh no, what am I talking about? It doesn't matter whether he's ready. This guy just says deal damage. Deal 1 damage to each character you control. Yeah. So it was just him dealing the damage that put him to 0. What am I talking about? Yeah, so if you hadn't... man, I'm actually seriously considering cheating just so I can keep going. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. That's madness. I'm not going to cheat. Anyway, so that's it. That's the end of the game. I've said what I said. What happens if you lose? There's only a victory. Wait, there's only a victory thing. What happens if you lose? Do you have to do it again? Does it say it at the start? Here it is. In an expert campaign, if a player is defeated during the scenario, then that teammates go on to win. The defeated player does not participate in victory steps. Yep, okay, that makes sense. The defeated can rejoin their teammates for the scenario, put acceleration. But what happens if I'm not playing expert? When the game ends, if the players won, follow that scenario's victory instructions or they listed. If the players lost, they may reset the scenario and try again with no penalty. Okay, so I would have to play the scenario again. I get it. Can't proceed because you need to win to proceed. And that's fine. That makes sense. But I'm not going to. I'm not going to play it again. Because I want Joshi to play Secret Invasion tomorrow, so I just don't have time to play it again. I might play it again offline so that I can then legitimately have the victory conditions. So I might do that. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, this is a long one. Yeah, it's tough doing critique of custom stuff. I guess it's the same as doing critique as official stuff. I mean, official stuff still gets made by people. I mean, they may still theoretically... I mean, if you trash an official thing, you know, like the people that constantly trash Hulk, you know, and Hawkeye being weak and, you know, blah, 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 right? They could still possibly hear about it and, you know, hey, they could be upset about it. They've put all their, you know, blood, sweat and tears into something. So... always but anyway, I digress, especially when it comes to the custom stuff. I try to be as constructive as possible, right? You can't always be positive because sometimes you just don't like something, and that's fine. You're allowed to not like stuff, but I do always put into account that, you know, two major things. One, treat others as you would like to be treated. And a human being made this, and it's just not right to trash on their stuff. There's nothing wrong critiquing it because that's how they improve and give your opinion. You're entitled to your opinion, but just be nice about it. So in the effort of being nice, I'll just sum it up as saying is I think the scenario as a whole is actually pretty cool. I like that it's actually a challenge. I like how the mechanics work. For the most part, the majority of the mechanics work with the faith counters and what they actually do. It's bloody hard, and that's fine. That's a good thing. And everything else makes sense. But I don't like this for the reasons I've said. I don't think it should happen in the player phase. The ability itself is cool, but the player phase makes it just too hard for my brain to process it. So that's it. That's all I'll say. Everything else is cool, and I've enjoyed it a lot. As always, thanks very much for watching. Apologize for the coughing, the constant coughing. And I also apologize for the noise in the background. I played back the Payback video. I actually watched the Payback video because Kajislav was kind enough to point out some of the mistakes that I mentioned at the start of this video. And while I was listening to it, I could hear the buzzing noise in the background, and bloody hell, that is annoying. So I spent the day looking at it to what it is, and I think I figured it out. I think it's my computer. Because my computer makes noise. You can hear the fan and stuff. And I think that's what it is. I think it's the fan. And whenever it needs to process something unusual, every now and again during the game, if I'm scrolling around really fast, like that. Sorry if that annoyed anybody. I can hear the fan speed up. Right? So I think it's that. So I don't know how to stop that from happening. I don't even know how to make the computer quieter than what it is. The most obvious thing would be to move the mic further away, but I can't do that because the computer is directly in front of me. It's behind my monitor. So it would mean rearranging the space completely, which I think I'm just going to have to do. I'm going to have to move the computer the actual tower, so that it's behind me and away from the microphone. It's the only thing I can think of. Or find some way to dampen it somehow. So anyway, first world problems. I'll find some way, but I've got to do something about this background noise. It's bloody annoying. Thank you very much for watching. If you've gotten this far in, you're a saint. Thank you. Thank you to Mastermind for jumping on and leaving the comments. Thank you for Kajislav for A, jumping on, and B, for the campaign. As I'll keep singing its praises, and hopefully we'll continue tomorrow with part 5, Secret Invasion, if Josh is up for it. If Josh is not up for it tomorrow, then I will replay this tomorrow, so I can have a legitimate win to then move on to Secret Invasion. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, look after yourselves. Thanks for watching. Look after yourselves. That's more important than anything else. More important than rules that you don't like on game cards. Your health is more important than anything else. So thanks for that. Take care. Appreciate you. Bye.